Well, let's talk about Eddy Kenzo.
Oh,
Let's talk about Eddy Kenzo because the internet is going
they're
wild.
killing him.
It's going wild. And
They're
if you
killing
don't know, he made some very unfortunate comments over the weekend when he came back from the US from his Grammy Award nomination situation.
Loss.
Yeah. Okay. Some may call it a loss. Well, he went on to go on and say that was after his fans welcomed him and they gave him like a hero's welcome, because I believe he deserves it. But during the press conference, Eddy Kenzo bragged that he redid File Bongole Lutaaya's Born in Africa song with an aim of making it known in different parts of the country, as if we don't already know the song. But moving on, he went on to state that the late Lutaaya has no song as big as any of his songs. And he even stated that numbers don't lie, as he has. And he went on to back his argument by saying that all his songs have hundreds of millions of views, and none of File Lutaaya's music on YouTube has the same numbers. So I'll let you go first.
Well, I mean, it makes no sense. Bongole Lutaaya was, he was from the era before social media.
Mm-hmm.
And so those days there was no going viral or this or that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in this day and age, it's quite easy to go viral. So it's not necessarily a huge accomplishment that your video has, so many views. I mean, okay, just based on that alone, okay, it's something, but it says nothing about the quality of your music. Many of the most viewed videos on YouTube are of songs that aren't even really classics,
Yeah.
or who would qualify as classics.
Yes.
There's many one-hit wonders, like Despacito. It has billions of views. Who even still likes that song? Do you like Despacito?
I never liked Despacito to begin with, but I love the artist who did the song, but I don't like the song.
Gangnam Style. I was telling Olive, Gangnam Style by Psy. Also 4 billion views. Almost as many people that live on the planet have watched this video, but does it mean it's a good song?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Is it impactful?
And also, I don't think he was even helping himself. Why would he say this and stoke the ire of music fans?
Exactly.
Like, look, he was already being congratulated for his accomplishments. Why do you have to sort of rub salt into people's wounds?
Well, it's because when he said that he did the song Born in Africa by File Bongole Lutaaaya to make it a lot more popular in other parts of Uganda.
So he was doing File a favor.
Yes, he was doing File a favor because he's a BET award winner, a Grammy nominee, and all these other things. I think he also won a Nickelodeon award, did he? Yes, he did. And a number of other awards.
I thought Nickelodeon's a kids channel.
Well, they have the Kids' Choice Awards.
The kids like Eddy Kenzo too?
Yeah.
Man, these awards,
and
are
Nicki
they
Minaj
rigged?
and all that stuff.
They just seem a bit rigged. But in all fairness, if the argument is he reintroduced the song to newer generations, there's a point there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of young people, 25 and below, who probably have never even heard the song.
That's true. Or never heard of the artist.
Or of the artist.
Yes. But you see, a lot of Ugandan people came out to address the situation. Irene Tyler went on to say, "It's at this point that I've lost all respect for that man." She also goes on to say, just because he got, and I'm paraphrasing here because she said a lot, just because he got a Grammy nomination, he now has the audacity to compare himself to one of the legends. And she went on to say that arrogance is really not good for people. And not only that, also Betty Numbers, they came out to speak up on this, and she went on to say, and she came out to say this, and she went on to say that why would he compare himself to the dead? He needs to, I'm also paraphrasing here, why would he compare himself to the dead? Why would he go on and do that? And yet he's, they're basically on different leagues. And she went on to say that it's very unfair of him to put up this competition.
I would think so too. And, in our field, in media, we too have people that walked before us.
That's true.
Who paved the way. And maybe we were able to move a few steps further ahead than those that paved the way. Yeah. But in no way can you denigrate the accomplishments of those that came before us. And in fact, if not for them, we wouldn't exist.
Exactly.
So if I were to speak of someone like Alex Ndaola, I can only do so with utmost reverence.
Yes.
Because he's the one that inspired me to get into this, and I admired him, and then I got to know him personally, and But can you imagine me coming out and saying, "Oh, you know what? He ain't even a big deal. I've done more
I'm
than
better
him.
than him.
You know, I started a radio station. What do you ever do?" Like, I just sound like a fool.
Yeah.
You know, so give props where it's due and just leave it alone.
Exactly. You never hear Chris Brown bashing Michael Jackson, although Chris Brown does, to some degree have, more, is a lot more trendy now than Michael Jackson is, but still Michael Jackson is still very undisputed. And he goes on to pay his respect. You never hear Burna Boy or Wizkid compare themselves to Fela Kuti. Never, ever. And these are gentlemen who have gone on to sample his music, to do remixes to some of Fela Kuti's music, and they go on to say they have so much respect for Fela. Even though they have taken more Grammys or gotten more nominations than he has, sold out.
I don't think Fela Kuti ever won a Grammy.
No, I don't think he did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's that. And also, who cares about Grammys anyway? Grammys, right now, they aren't all the rage. Most people don't even care about them. The viewership is in the tank.
Yeah.
And The Weeknd said there's corruption in there. So, I mean, who even cares?
Well, some other people came to Eddy Kenzo's support. For instance, Patrick Salvador, he went on to say, and again, I'm going to paraphrase, he went on to say, Eddy Kenzo is the biggest Ugandan artist, period. Also, Samson Kasumba came to the defense of Eddy Kenzo. And then also former Miss Uganda, that is Sylvia Namutebi, and that is Namutebi Alabai, and she's Alabai's wife. She went on to say, and I quote, Eddy Kenzo can compare himself to whoever he wants because he has earned it. She goes on to say he has worked hard from being a street child to a Grammy winner.
He didn't win.
He deserves to do anything he wants. He deserves to do anything he wants. Who are you to determine how he can brag? The man has earned every bragging right, and we are here for it. I'm giving you your flowers, Eddie. You are a musical genius, period. And I agree, he is a musical genius. But let us not dump on the people who made it possible for us to even be in this place. And we also need to understand that the Ugandan music industry is still growing.
But you see, despite all his accomplishments in music, he failed in the utmost important task that a man is supposed to accomplish.
What is that?
To keep your woman.
Are you serious?
She ran away.
What does
she
that,
ran away.
What does that have to do with the conversation at hand?
It goes to show that he shouldn't brag too much, because if
he was
in the area of love, he's far from successful.
Maybe for him, music is more important than keeping relationships. There are people like that, and we have had many people come out saying that, you know what, I should have settled down when I was younger. I should have had children when I was younger, because they were so focused on their career. And let's not take that away from Eddy Kenzo. I don't think he's less of a man. I don't think he's less accomplished just because he can't keep a woman. If it was not meant to be, it was not meant to be. And if she had stayed with, and if Rema had stayed with Kenzo, she wouldn't be the beaming, glowing, smiley woman right now, because she found her purpose.
See, he should have done that for her, right?
What?
He should have made her happy.
They were not meant to be. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. And there's nothing you can do to make it be.
Let me tell you, in life, you can have all the success and all the money and all the glory. But if you don't have love, you have nothing.